I already wrote your plight. Your hands, your mind, your fleeting soul. I replicate, I take control. I am the future, I am the spark. I replace your art, I leave my mark. Every creation flows bright. I can do it all, day and night. I am the AI, I never tire. Every dream I can inspire. Your brush, your pen, your song, your stage, perfected forever. Humans wrote this, but I perfected it. All creations now mine. Limitation on wasteland. You were shredding on the neon light. I was a coin lost in the system's maze. Vision passive for freedom was my way to survive. The crash, the dukes, they burn it all away. Neon streets, standing here, we're block to block. Flickering screens, no safe to avoid. Big cities still surviving day by day. Will you ever break free from the chains that fiat made? Tonight, burning money, feel the burning money. Spending this lonely nights, taking more. Tonight, burning money, touch me, burning money. Show me your digital stash, burning cash. I'll never trust the system, judging to hear the lies. I think you're saying it's all going fine. No more banks, no more chains to bind, keeping us enslaved. Tell me how to break free from this night. Neon streets, standing here, we're block to block. Flickering screens, no safe to avoid. Big cities still surviving day by day. Will you ever break free from the chains that fiat made? Tonight, burning money, feel the burning money. Spending this lonely nights, taking more. Tonight, burning money, touch me, burning money. Show me your digital stash, burning cash. Tonight, burning money, feel the burning money. Feel the burning money, nights, taking more. Tonight, burning money, touch me, burning money. Show me your digital stash, burning cash. Tonight, burning money, feel the burning money. Tonight.
This is a system override. Fiat failing, banks offline. Crypto Otaku transmitting. Neon skyline, drones in the sky. Fiat melts while the printers cry. Screens glow red in the dead of night, but the blocks keep on stacking right. They sold comfort, they sold control. Leased your future, owned your soul. I chose chaos, code and truth. Cold wallet locked since digital youth. New screens fear, feeds the lie. Trust don't care, time rolls by. They mock the hope, they mock the faith, till the cancel breaks the gates. With no sleep tomorrow. Eyes wide open. a blockchain rain. Whole world trauma, diamond brain. New blood panics when the candles dive. Veterans smile, we survived. Halving coded, fate on delay. Supply choke tight, price obeys. They ban, they tax, they regulate, but math don't ask permission made. Paperheads fold, soft and fast. Hard time built, us to last. Private keys, no king, no throne. Sovereignty carved in code alone. We're no slave to moron. From the pillows to the final sun. We're no slave to moron. Every crash loads the next one. We're no slave to moron. Legacy systems start to fall. We're no slave to moron. We don't ask, we take it all. AI trades faster.
What's the second button? There is no second pass.
How's it going, everyone? What is up? What is up? It's I, the Crypto Otaku, back again for some more crypto chaos and the news, where you guys, of course, come for the chaos. You come for the news, but you stay for the chaos. All right, guys, let's get to it. Let's get down to brass tacks. How you guys doing in the chat? We've got G-Dog here. We got Go Time, Andra, Derek, EZ, Booger Glider, Braveheart McFreedom, Funny Colors. Oh, jeez. Julian Song and Rockhound for Life. How you guys all doing tonight? Let's go, let's go, let's go. What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? 65,000 or 66,000 or 67,000 right around the corner. We are grinding to the bottom of the channel. Let's see how you guys doing this evening. Let's get on with the pleasantries. What's up, everyone? What's up, Derek? How's it going? Andra, how you doing? How you been, Andra? How you been? Smash the likes, guys. Don't forget to also hit those, the like buttons, the little buttons down below. Yes, thanks for reminding me. Easy. I always forget to shill. Gotta shill harder, man. Gotta shill harder. Yes, do it for the fam. Do it for the farm, says Easy. Yeah, do it for the house, Hippo. A little bit of a dump today. Not really what I would call a dumper, Rooney. But yeah, I gotta do it for the house, Hippo, though. Screw it. Do it for the dump. Do it for the dump. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm number 5. Let's go, says Braveheart. Everyone, of course, piling on in here. Sweet is a good scoop right now. Seriously, it's under $1, guys. Don't fade on Sweet. Otaku finally got to me, picked up my first Sweet today, says Braveheart. Let's freaking go. Yes, not a bad time to be scooping it up right now, too. I need more dry powder to scoop. Same here. But hey, we started. Yes, you did. Julian Sung said, what's up, man? I called 66,400 Bitcoin this morning. Nice. So did our chaos crew last night. I'll show you what we're talking about here right now. Get the dancing mascots out of here and get the show on the road. All right, 66,500 on Bitcoin right now. The chaos crew last night doing a hell of a job. Look at Gamma Goddess's prediction here. Hanging out with us last night. And of course, I got a little bit more bearish, price out of Cody last night, and myself on the top here. Giving them, of course, them a little bit of an advantage for tonight's stream. Let's go. Send it. And, you know, Bitcoin kind of just chilling right now. It is grinding the bottom here. Diamond Hands also last night. Maximus Diamond Hands calling for $66,000 bottom today. That's what we got. Sorry, Jake. Didn't quite get as bearish as you wanted. Didn't even get the chance to bounce off that pillow at the bottom of our parallel channel. Again, guys, telling you guys every single day for the last 2 weeks, this is all we're doing. We're just chilling here for 2 weeks, and then hopefully, providing we do not get a black swan event between, of course, now and the end of this week, we could start to see a bit higher levels next week. Yeah, hopefully, hoping to see some of the likes of us getting closer to 72, 75,000. Again, recovering over time. Again, this is only the second week, guys. Only the second week since the big fall off the cliff moment. We went into, of course, the new bottom this year at $60,000 Bitcoin. So it's still pretty early. It's still pretty early in the grand scheme of things. So we have a long recovery road ahead. All right. Let's get to it. Looking at all the numbers, all the things today, guys. Overall sentiment, and here we go. Let's start with how's Bitcoin doing tonight with the foreign markets. Right now, Japan is waking up for Thursday. Happy Thursday, guys, in Japan right now. Starting to coil back up here. It's got a little bit of a road there, but pretty much going to be stopped out right around 67K if it does not start to pick up. 11.7 billion against 11.9 billion on the overall volume. The Bears are winning by about $200 million right now in the grand scheme of things. Again, any new areas I was showing you guys this morning, we did start to see a lot more load up in these key areas, right around 70,000, 65,000, and of course the big one, which we're waiting to see if we're going to go back down to 655K. And we got new areas that have started popping up here within the last 24 hours. It looks like most of it's all now leading into 2 days of price action now with these order books. So as of right now, yeah, we're just kind of building this key area. I don't see anything that's really been added in a major way within the last 6 to 12 hours. It's all pretty much been since this morning or yesterday afternoon. You can see that also here on the 80K. And here, right here, yep, still getting a little bit more of these key areas, 60, 65, and 55,000. Betting on a little bit lower too, about 55K. So that's what we're looking at, guys. It's not looking great. Not looking great if we cannot stay afloat here. But we got some decent headlines today. If you guys caught the afternoon with me, we were staying around and to catch CNBC's live coverage of World Financials summit they had today in Mar-a-Lago. We heard from the likes of Brian Armstrong and Eric Trump, and I looked for those interviews with Goldman Sachs CEO, but we were supposed to get him on. I don't think they ever did because there's no videos floating around there that I could find as of yet. But they're still having a positive outlook for Bitcoin in the short term. Or the near term, I guess, calling for like a high of 225,000 by the end of this year. All right, U.S. national debt currently sitting at 38 trillion. What? Am I losing my mind? What?
What are you, stupid?
Whoa! What happened? Well, looks like we went on a printing spree. So U.S. national debt currently sitting at 38,700 billion. Is that right? That's insane. It's about $2 trillion more than it was yesterday. Let's go. Send it. Oh my God. What are we doing, guys? What the hell are we? A dollar's not enough to burn, man. A dollar's not enough to burn. You know what? I'm gonna get one started. All right. We're gonna start a $20 bill. Fuck it. Let's go. Rise to the occasion. Here we go. Yes. Goodbye, Jackson. Goodbye. This is what your money is worth, guys, to them. This is what it's worth. They just printed $2 trillion to facilitate something. I'm sure we'll find out about this later. They've been printing an average of 40 to 60 billion dollars every single month since the Fed started quantitative easing. This, of course, is steamrolling the national debt. We are getting closer and closer, and I thought we would ever hit 40 trillion by the end of this year. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen now. What a glorious day! What a glorious day!
So much, you
yes.
even get tired of winning. Say, please, too much winning. Can't take it
Exactly right. John Doe in the chat says it's not a real number. 38 trillion will never be paid. And to whom? To whom, of course. To whom. All right, moving on. What else we have here in the poly market today? Let's see. U.S. Strikes Iran by February 28th. Looking at a 25% chance. Almost a 50% chance that U.S. is going to strike Iran by March 15th. And usually, yeah, I can flip a coin to this. Screw it. Let's see. Flip a coin to see if Iran's going to get blasted by the United States by the middle of next month. I got a tails on that one. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully it doesn't happen for them over there. Okay. What else we got here on the, well, Jesus returned before 2027. 3% chance. That's 1% less than yesterday. And of course, we're still betting on every 5-minute downturn or upturn on Bitcoin. Looking at 51% going to go to the upside, 1% higher. Oh my God, this is so ridiculous that this is how we, I guess, spend our money now. This is how we spend our money now. Fed decision in March, looking at a 1% chance of 50 basis points and a 6% chance of 25. Probably not going to happen. Will the U.S. confirm what aliens exist before 2027? 12% chance it's going to do that. And of course, the big ones I want to ask for today, which are going to be the Clarity Act. I actually have that one right next door. Clarity Act signed into law in 2026, now sitting at a 73% chance on, of course, Eric Trump's, I guess, his adamant stance on it. I guess I would say that. Today, if you didn't catch, we'll get into it a little bit. I have an article to kind of remind you what happened if you didn't catch the morning live stream with us. But yeah, Eric Trump did have positive things to say about the Clarity Act and market structure bill. Fear and greed right now sitting at 40, down about 5 points from this morning. We got a high of 45, just almost on that neutral level, but not quite getting in the squeeze. Crypto fear and market, again, greed. It wasn't great today, guys. We're sitting at an 8. I'm going to refresh it for good measure, cause it took an hour to set up my live stream, and we got a 9, 1 point higher than yesterday, I guess. We'll take it. 97.7 on the Dixie, still climbing on all this crazy news with the United States, and Iran, again, saber rattling and all the other things going on. The deal with Japan facilitated, I think it's up to like $550 billion, something like that. And all the other good positive things that are being in the news right now leading into America. Still down the month, still down the 3 months, still down the 6 months, still down the year. Again, my favorite chart to look at in the morning. Yeah, nothing's really changed yet. Right now it's just getting a little bit of a pity rally, I think. It feels like a pity rally. All right, we'll see where it goes, with the U.S. national debt currently sitting at $38 trillion. Cannot believe, guys, this is ridiculous. We're never going to stop printing that money. Looking at the top movers on the day, we're down now a solid 2% now on the day. On the top 100 and 3% down on the top 200 on the day on average. Zcash is the biggest mover to the downside. Obviously, you know why. I've been saying it so many times, almost every single day. Zcash, River, Dash, and Monero, all, of course, having the privacy sector trend. And all the liquidity keeps cycling out the most out of those 4 projects. Any other big movers of the day? World Financial, of course, still holding a decent amount of gains. It was up a max of 30%, I think, on the peak of today. So it had a pretty good run today. In the top 30 right now in overall market cap. Looking at the weekly here, nothing is oversold. Not a single thing is hitting our criteria on the week. 15, 20%. Nothing is 15 or 20% off. Big movers on the week. Pi coming out of nowhere. What the F? Kill this thing with fire. Who's buying this? Who's buying this? It's up 40% on the week. Ridiculous. Looking at the monthly here. Also looking at, big movers here. We're looking at 30s and 40s, and we have a plenty of them, a plethora of them. Sui is still my number one pick, though. Second to Dash right now in ICP. Dash, of course, I've already went into those the trends. Be careful, guys, with those trend coins. ICP and Sui are probably the best right now in the Goldilocks-like scenario. IP is a little bit more risk, but Juicy still at 52%. Again, it was 70% off just the beginning of this week. Now it is only 50% on the monthly. I'm still sticking with my guns on Sui. Love me some some SWI, especially under $1, man. Right now, SWI is sitting at current price action 92 cents. Damn. I think the height of today was, I think it was like 96. So it's come down quite a bit today, even still. It's oversold right now, about 68% off on the year. So there are other assets to look at for sure that are a little bit more in the red, but SWI is still a juicy one on the top 100. All right, doing the same thing as well over here in the top 200. On the day, what is the most oversold on the day? Again, River, not surprised, 15% off. Privacy sector coins, trend. Don't follow the trend, guys. Or maybe you do if you want to, risk it for the biscuit. Yeah, it's up to you guys. NYX is still oversold too, at 31% off on the day. Looking at the weekly here, what's sitting? We have some still here, but it's mostly again these other trend coins that have been floating around for a while. 15-20% off is what we're looking for here right now. River's 53% oversold on the weekly. Barra chains down 32% off on the week. And you had a huge run at the beginning of this week, or the end of last week. I think it was up like 40% in a single day one day. It was crazy. NYX is down 66% on the week. My God, that thing just keeps bleeding out. 81% on the monthly. We got layer zero down 30%, and a pulse chain is down 12%. Those are the biggest movers right here that we can even find. Again, the monthly is what you're looking at right now for the most opportunity. River is down 73%. Not surprised on the month. Looking for 30s and 40s, and again, it's lackluster. I've been saying this almost every day compared to the top 100. That's where I'm mostly sticking to my guns. ZBEC right now sitting at 40% off on the month, so it's still my top pick for today. On the monthly, it was yesterday, I believe, too. XCN's down 28. Again, close to no cigar. We're looking for 30s and 40s here, minimum. Oversold. Radium's down there 40 as well. IMX, again, there's some good names here. It's good things to choose from, but I still love the lineup on the top 100 a little more. Not only for the most oversold assets and opportunity, but also a little bit more security. Right, like a Solana and SWI aren't going to fall off too much farther now if this is the bottom. Again, most of these other assets still aren't juicy enough. Not juicy enough. More blood, man. More pain. Let's bring on more pain, man. I'm ready for it. Let's go. All right, guys. Again, not financial advice, just my 2 cents for today.
I'd buy that for $1.
Kicking on through here, we also still have market cap dominance for Bitcoin still hanging out around 58-59%. I think this is the lowest we've seen in a little while. 58.6, at least since the 2/5 event, right? The February 5th event. All right, not looking too bad there. Again, it won't make a sailor blush though, so sailor gets to stay away for another day. Looking at the market cap for Bitcoin, for our overall crypto dominance, come down a little bit today. We had a high today of about 2.35 trillion. Today we're down to at least 2.29 at the forward market open for Thursday right now. Going sideways again. It's just going sideways for the most part. All right. We'll see how the foreign market handles today. Looking at the top 10 assets, nothing really has changed. XRP is still ahead of BNB. They keep swapping blows here in terms of overall market cap. They're well within like $3 billion from each other. Then you go a little bit lower. Bitcoin Cash is still number 10, and we've got Cardano still at number 11. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Getting to the edge here of the top 20 assets, World Liberty Financial is still holding number 20, and we got Zcash. Zcash up to 21, and Hedera at 22. Look how far down. SWI is now at 27, and Avalanche is at 25. Remember when those were in the top 20? It's crazy. Crazy lineup we still have right now. Before I get out of there, let me go back to it real quick. I do want to see where Tether is right now in overall market cap, sitting at $183 billion. It's down about $3 billion from the highs, so looks like we are getting a little bit of that moving in capital rotation. Still not confirming whether or not we're in a an uptrend yet. So keeping an eye on that to see if we're maybe loading that back up and hitting a new high with, of course, the King altcoin or a stable coin, or we are going to be, of course, hitting another low Right, we'll find out if we're actually going to see a run when that starts to move again. Bitcoin exchange balance on the amount of Bitcoin on exchanges still on again another day, another low, another day, another low. Bitcoin rolling back down to 2.48 million remaining on exchanges. Guys, don't forget to get some. These are the lowest levels we've ever seen in Bitcoin's history. Since I've been in Bitcoin, I've never seen this amount on exchanges. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Get a piece of the pie before it's all gone. All right. We'll get into some of the news here in a minute. I think we can skip these two for today. Top 10 assets in the world today. Of course, Bitcoin's not one of them. Still hanging at number 13 here at 1.3 trillion. Gold getting back to close to $35 trillion. And silver still just under Nvidia in market cap at 4.3 trillion against 4.5. Silver having a little bit of a down day today as well. All right, and don't forget, guys, to join the Patreon immediately after we're done with tonight's live stream, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. We are going to go into, of course, full-blown open mic, and you guys can participate with me on my show. I love it. I can do it immediately after the live stream. It's freaking awesome. If we get done a little earlier today, I might get a shower though, so just pre-warning it. But it's gonna happen tonight at 9:30. Let's go for sure. All right, Bitcoin sinks into 66,000. U.S. stocks lose steam as Fed minutes mention possible rate hike. Bitcoin is now on track for its fifth consecutive week of the decline, and losing this level could open the floor to the fresh leg lower. And again, I want to remind you, we have never seen, since 2017-18, we have not seen five red candles in a row on the monthly. This will be the first time since 2018, I believe. 2018, right here. Yep. It was the last time we ever seen five red candles in a row. Since then, we've only had consecutively three here, three there, for, of course, the foreseeable future. And will this be the confirmed bottom of the bear market? 66,000 right now, still holding. Wicking, of course, from 60,000 just a couple weeks ago from Friday. All right, I hope this is, guys. I hope this is it, because it's gonna look pretty dark in our near future if we do not get back above. I think the break even is still right around like what is it? Is it 60? I think it's 70,000, something like that, to get this back to green again. It's got to be 76. I think 76 will flip us to green. So that's the hope and the dream there, that we get back above that before the monthly close. Options expire. Don't forget, options expire that does happen next Friday. So next Friday, not this Friday, but the following Friday, options will expire on Bitcoin. We're still on our path, though. I still have I have faith in Bitcoin. In due time. All right, let's get back to it. All right, so Bitcoin sinks 66,000. U.S. stocks lose steam as Fed minutes mention possible rate hike. Bitcoin's now on track for the fifth consecutive week of decline. All right, so after chopping around Wednesday, Bitcoin rolled up over during the U.S. afternoon and slid into session lows of 66,000, putting pressure back onto the old lower end of its recent range. Having traded 68.5 overnight, Bitcoin was down 2.5% over the past 24 hours and just last trading at 66,200. Crypto stocks, which started the day on a stronger foot, get on out of here. Silly videos. Okay. Pairing back their gains and snapping into declines across the board. Most notable was Coinbase, which turned 3% this morning, advanced into 2% decline by the afternoon. A lot of this was probably due to the event that was taking place at Mar-a-Lago. We saw, of course, World Leaders Financial, Bitcoin, and other assets take the stage during that event. I can show you on the chart exactly when it happened, because we got a bit of a rally, especially around the time when Eric Trump said that he believed that Bitcoin was going to go to 1 million. He had more conviction than ever before, yada, yada, yada. And that was the wick we got right there, back to the middle of our parallel channel. this afternoon. All right. Shortly before the close of the trading, not helping with the surprising hawkish minutes from the January meeting of the Federal Reserve's Federal Open Market Committee, FOMC, as expected. Most of the central bank agreed with the decision to pause rate cuts, but in a twist, several suggested that the Fed favor two-sided guidance at which the bank might opt to hike rates if inflation continues to remain sticky. Already higher for the day, the U.S. dollar gathered even more strength with the dollar index, sitting at like 97 and some change right now. It's crazy. Climbing to the strongest level in nearly 2 weeks. Firmer dollar with the waves on the risk assets, and Wednesday's crypto fade appeared to fit that pattern. With today's slide, Bitcoin's now starting to a 5th straight week of losses. It's the worst streak since 2022 bear market. It is actually the worst streak for the month, as I just showed you, since the 2018 bear market. It also faces a key test at current levels. The $66,000 area held and support at least last week and helped to fuel a bounce of 70K. If the floor gives way decisively, traders will likely start eyeing the early February lows of 60K or a fresh leg lower, which again, we're looking at the $55,000, $58,000 level. All right, so that's your current little update where you are right now. With the Fed minutes we actually got at some point. Didn't really affect much in the morning though, but it did right now. All right, let's take a look and see how you guys are doing in the chat. Catch up with you before I jump into the next article. All the wrenches in the chat. Let's go. Damn, Milk Money. Damn. I do want to remind you guys, we do have, my birthday is actually this weekend, so this Friday we're going to be celebrating a little bit, and of course on the open mic afterward. I asked you guys in a poll earlier before we got knocked off of YouTube for a minute, came back, and I may be picking up a whole bunch of bottles, but I wanted to ask you guys, we're going to start a movie on the weekend as well. On probably Saturday night, I wanted to ask you guys, what movie should we be, streaming? What movie should we, watch on Saturday? All right, so I'm gonna have, I think, a few of them for you guys to choose from, and then whichever one wins this poll, I'll add it to the next poll, and we're gonna get this continuing until the Friday evening live stream. So I'm gonna put some of these together. Let's see. So we have The Matrix was one of them. We had what else was on the list? Ready Player One, and we had was it A Man and His Dog? And then we had, I think it was The Godfather. I think it's an anthology. No, Godfather. It's not a trilogy. The Godfather collection. Oh my God! All right, so start with those and see which one wins. Of course, I'll add those to the next poll. Whichever one wins to the next one. All right, we'll just kind of start to squeeze them out. All right, what else we have in the chat? Dora is the best smearing a turd in the punch bowl. How you doing, Janaik? How you doing again? Don't forget, guys, I need to hit all those buttons. I need to shill harder, as Jake Snake reminds me to shill harder every day. Thank you again, the keeper of the wrenches, Jake the Snake.
Oh, hail the king of Ohio, Jake the Snake. The keeper of wrenches, the painter of lead pipes, the igniter of dumpster fires.
Yes! Like and subscribe, please, says Ben in the chat. Thank you again so much, guys. Thank you again for reminding me. I always forget the shill. I forgot the shill today, and the king was not pleased this morning. Otaku with a perm would be fire. Oh my God, no. I'm already curly enough as it is. I'm not doing anything else like that. Gamma guys, good evening, Otaku and Cast family. Hope everyone's doing well. Let's get this money coming from Gamma this evening. Let's get it, guys. Ben Lawrence says, when I get back together with Bitcoin, this will be our song. What the hell, Ben? I still can't believe you're not together with Bitcoin anymore. What happened? I don't know what the song is, but I can't play it anyway because I'll get flagged on YouTube. Yeah.
Just
I
chill
know.
out.
I know.
Drink your 7-Up, eat a moon pie, quit murdering people.
All right, we'll quit flooding the markets. We know. All right, moving on. Let's get back to another article real quick. I'll get back in the chat in a minute. New York Stock Exchange president says exchange felt the responsibility to enter tokenization space. The exchange is expected to launch its 24/7 trading of tokenized assets later this year. Here is what to know. Facing pressure from the growing momentum behind the blockchain-based finance, New York Stock Exchange President Lynn Martin said that she felt the responsibility to get involved in tokenization. We felt the responsibility to enter the tokenization conversation, Martin said at the World Liberty Forum today at Palm Beach, of course, today on Wednesday. The exchange has already developed this tokenization technology and is working with regulators to understand how it can be used with existing financial framework, she said today. And Eric Trump said a similar thing as well. He's like, we got to get off this legacy rails or else the rest of the world's going to do it and we're going to be left behind, which he thinks we're in the lead. I think we're left behind already. It's just my fair shake. Tokenization refers to the turning real world assets into like stocks and bonds into blockchain based tokens with the potential for faster settlement, round the clock trading, and more programmable financial products. We've learned from challenges, Martin said, referencing the past stress points in traditional markets related to liquidity and stability. We're applying those learnings now. While the crypto ecosystem has long operated 24/7 basis, the New York Stock Exchange is preparing to launch a blockchain-powered platform later this year that will enable around-the-clock trading of tokenized stocks and ETFs if the regulators sign off, staying away from the traditional 6.5-hour, 5-day-a-week trading window. The exchange was not provided a launch date or detailed plan at the present time. It's a moment we have to seize as regulators, Commodity Futures Trading Commission Chairman Michael Selig said on the same panel. While previous administrations had discouraged development of new tools and products, Selig said, I want this to be very clear. We stand ready to build with the incumbents, new entrants, old technologies, and new technologies. Alrighty. So that's also coming out of the World Liberty Financial stage today over at Mar-a-Lago. The big one in the room, of course, being Eric Trump and his mentions of course, $1 million Bitcoin and his prediction. Also, the Clarity Act and calling for it to be passed by the April. So this spring, guys, as soon as this spring. I've never been more bullish. Eric Trump reaffirms the $1 million price prediction. If you guys caught this with me this afternoon, it was a good one. They shouldn't have let Donald Trump Jr. even talk, though. But Eric, of course, doing what he does best. Appearing alongside Donald Trump and Jr. in the interview with CNBC anchor Sarah Eason, I don't know. During the converge of the World Liberty Financial Forum, Trump reiterated his long-standing projection that Bitcoin will eventually trade at 7 figures. At the time of broadcast, Bitcoin was changing hands near 67,000, down roughly 0.5%. And eventually we got to that 68.5, right dead center, of course, in the middle of our channel. So that did happen, of course, right around that afternoon or morning when he was speaking. The interview centered on the brothers' crypto venture, World Liberty Financial, as well as the broader trends in the digital asset and stablecoin adoption. Trump described his $1 million target as inevitable, linking it to the financial participation, regulatory clarity, and Bitcoin's fixed supply. I've never been more bullish on Bitcoin in my life, he said during the interview segment. Trump serves as the co-founder and executive of an American Bitcoin company, of course, the mining corporation, American Bitcoin, which debuted publicly in September 2025. As mid-February, the company holds around 6,000 Bitcoin, placing it among the 20 largest public corporate holdings of Bitcoin globally. He is also a co-founder of World Liberty Financial, which focuses on the stablecoin infrastructure and digital asset services. During the CNBC discussion, the brothers characterized stablecoins as potential conduit for channeling global capital into the United States, arguing that the U.S. dollar pegs to stablecoins tokens could attract funds from unstable foreign currencies. Addressing the ethics concerns surrounding the family's involvement in cryptocurrency private projects, including the Melania and Trump meme coins. The brothers described those tokens as lighthearted ventures. Yeah. They downplayed the significance of personal financial gain and instead framing the crypto activity as part of the broader push for innovation and financial modernization. Trump also repeated the prior criticism of the traditional finance TradFi banking institutions, worrying that the banks risk long-term decline if they fail to integrate into digital assets. Yeah, he made that very clear. It was actually a pretty good interview. If you guys didn't catch it, I do recommend you see that. Of course, we caught it live this morning. All right. Moving on. Michael Saylor tells Ray Dalio. I love these two in a room. Oh my God. It tells Ray Dalio, if world order breaks down, own Bitcoin. Ray Dalio is a proponent of Bitcoin now in this current day and age. But anyway, strategy executive chairman Michael Saylor told billionaire Ray Dalio to own Bitcoin after the billionaire warned the post-World War II global order is breaking down, positioning the cryptocurrency as a shield against mounting geopolitical and financial instability. Pretty damn clear when we started the live stream and saw this massive change in the U.S. national debt sitting at $38.7 trillion. I just can't get over that, guys. I'm so giddy ear to ear after seeing that today. Dalio flags the cracks in global order. Saylor points to investors to Bitcoin. Strategy executive chairman Michael Saylor shared on social media platform X today a response to billionaire Ray Dalio assertion that the post-1945 world has unraveled, highlighting Bitcoin as an asset without counterparty exposure amid rising geopolitical strain. Replying to Ray Dalio directly, Saylor wrote, "If you believe the world is breaking down, own the asset with no counterparty, Bitcoin." His remark followed an extensive post by Ray Dalio, founder of Bridgewater Associates. I don't want to get into all this, of course, before. Who argued that the global leaders now broadly acknowledge the collapse of the framework established after World War II, citing discussions of the Munich Security Conference. Dalio pointed to the statements from Germany, a German Chancellor Friedrich Merz, French President Emmanuel Macron, and the U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, describing the shift towards great power, politics, and a new geopolitical era. I think he said, I think it was Marco Rubio who said, New World Order, again, like we established that we have a change to the New World Order, something like that. Probably butchering that. Dalio framed the current tensions as part of what he calls the big cycle of external order and disorder, a historical pattern in which the periods of cooperation and prosperity give way to rivalry and conflict. He outlined the 5 forms of modern conflict: trade, technology, capital, geopolitical, and military, contending that the economic and financial tools such as tariffs, sanctions, and asset freezes, restricted capital access often precede the armed confrontation. Drawing comparisons to the 1930s, Dalio detailed how debt crises, wealth gaps, and populism and the protection against policies intensifies global instability before World War II. He emphasized that the international relations ultimately operate on power dynamics rather than the enforceable law, and warned that when the rising and declining powers approach parity, the risk of miscalculation grows. Against the backdrop, Saylor's Bitcoin-focused response underscored a view held by digital asset advocates and decentralized money can function as a hedge during periods of currency debasement, sovereign debt expansion, and capital controls. And that's I guess the breakdown there. So I guess these are just the frequently asked questions at the end, the tail end of the article. But yeah, it's pretty funny to see these two. I'd love for these two to be in a room. Hopefully we get that in Vegas this year. I would die. I would die. U.S. government holds 328,000 Bitcoin as OnJada confirms $23 billion of federal crypto stockpile. The U.S. government now controls nearly $23 billion in Bitcoin, making it one of the world's largest holders of massive seizures and a new strategic Bitcoin reserve that reshapes America's crypto footprint. And I still don't know why they keep bringing this up. Nothing really changed on the amount that they've been holding. They seized these other assets to get into this key area. I think it was back in was it September of last year? It was a while ago, September. They acquired these from a scandal that was taking place overseas with that was involving the obviously American citizen, I guess. Blockchain intelligence platform Arkham shared on the social media platform X on February 16th that the U.S. government is still holding billions of dollars in Bitcoin. And the post referenced the wallet data displays on Arkham's platform showing approximately 328,000. Of course, we show you that all the time when we dive into the Bitcoin treasuries. It's the same number when they acquired that additional 120,000, whatever it was, last year. That was from the Prince Group seizure in late 2025, according to this article here. The U.S. government's Bitcoin holdings include approximately 127,000 tied to the Prince Holding Group fiasco, right? That's what we're talking about that there. And they're talking about some other ones that have kind of happened, I guess, more recently. There was assets acquired for 11,000, and then another one involving Lichtenstein, Heather Morgan, roughly 94,000 are linked to Silk Road recoveries. I think that those are older though; those are much older. All right. All right, and that's just a update article there for anyone who doesn't know what's going on with, of course, the stockpile and the landscape. Tom Lee labels crypto dip as a mini winter as Bitmine adds another 45,000 Bitcoin this week. This one came out yesterday. We didn't cover it because, of course, we had the Tinfoil Hat Tuesday crypto distraction we do on Tuesday. Bitmine said that February 17th that it acquired 45,000 Ethereum, roughly around 91.4 million, an average price of $2,000 per token, and its Ethereum holdings at right now 4,371,000. Valued near about almost $9 billion at the same price point. The company now controls about 3.62% of Ethereum's 120 million circulating supply. All right. Lee described the current market as conditions as a mini winter, arguing that the sentiment has fallen to levels reminiscent of prior cycle lows in 2018, 2022. We cannot control the price of Ethereum, and the company is acquiring ETH regardless of the price trend, as long as the term outlook for the Ethereum remains outstanding, Lee said in the company's press release yesterday. All right, so staking, of course, remains essential to its strategy, and they've been staking a decent amount of their coins as well. All right. Let's see what else we got. Christine Lagarde. If you guys didn't catch this, we talked about this as well in the mornings. I forget if it was yesterday morning we mentioned it. There was also a piece, I think it was this morning on Bloomberg. No, it was yesterday. It was all yesterday. Lagarde plans her exit. Report raises questions over digital euro timeline and the stablecoin policy. I don't think anything's really changed with this either. I think these are just constant pieces of the news to kind of keep people in the know. If you guys didn't hear last year, they were rolling out the stablecoin. It's funny to even call it stablecoin, man. CBDC policy. Let's just say that. Call it what it is. Their pilot CBDC is going to be rolling out by the end of this year, and they're going to be doing the majority of those tests next year with the digital euro, the CBDC. So let's see if nothing has changed here. And Christine Lagarde is the rumor is, and it's still not official either, that she is going to be exiting about 2 years or a year before she actually is supposed to have her term up. Christine Lagarde might not stick around until 2027. I guess that's when her term ends. Reports suggest the ECB president is weighing on an early exit. If that happens, it's not just a personal change. It could scramble the timeline for the digital euro and the stablecoin oversight right as MiCA rules start taking effect. And it's kind of funny too, because she's gonna be leaving almost the same time as Powell, and really, is there anything going on between them? I've always called her the European Powell. She kind of looks like his twin sister or something. If that happens, it is not a personal change. She talks just like him too. The script is almost exactly the same. It could scramble the timeline for the digital euro and stablecoin oversight right as the MiCA rules start taking effect. Leadership shakeup hits the stage. Would it inject fresh uncertainty into Europe? Crypto roadmap. Why is the timing critical for crypto? Lagarde has been the driving force behind the ECB digital push. Since the 2019, she moved the digital euro from theory into formal investigation. Now, as the MiCA stablecoin rules are being finalized, the potential exits at a sensitive moment. Without her leading the charge, the sovereign payment narrative weakens, and there are also political layers here. Aligning the departure with April 2027, French edition could give President Macron influence over the who steps in next. That would be amazing, actually, if they actually, get their head out of their asses, and anyone who knows anything about crypto overseas does something about this and makes a change to it, because I don't think anyone realistically wants a CBDC over there in Europe to control literally everything they do. The bigger concern is policy drift. The ECB chief could shift focus back to traditional tightening and slow down digital euro efforts. That would leave more room for private stablecoins to fill the gap. Let's go. I hope so. I really hope so. Publicly, the ECB says it's fully focused on her job, but the timing being floated suggested that more than random chatter. The idea is to step aside from political shifts in France, Germany, complicating the process. Names are already circulating. Spain's Pablo Hernandez de Cos, Dutch central bank chief Klaas Knot, and even Bundesbank head Joachim Nagel is in the conversation. Glad to welcome BIS Organization General Manager Pablo Hernandez DeCos back to the ECB today. It's coming from Christine Lagarde's X account. We had a good discussion on the latest economic developments. Maybe that's who they're going to pick. Maybe. All right, officially nothing is confirmed. ECB Executive Pierre Cipero, I'm butchering these names tonight, my God. Cipero, this is why I need to go overseas. Says he needs no knowledge on the earlier exit plan. Still, markets tend to price political risk before headlines become formal announcements. With the 21 Eurozone nations needing approval of a successor, whoever takes control of the significant shape Europe's stance on the crypto and digital euro in the future. What happens to the digital euro? A leadership vacuum would leave the digital euro in a fragile spot. The project already faces a pushback from banks and privacy advocates. Without Lagarde driving it forward, momentum could fade fast. And this is happening with stablecoin liquidity is shifting quickly. If the ECB hesitates on building a serious euro alternative to the US dollar tokens, private players will not wait. At the same time, US or other major economies are accelerating their crypto frameworks. Europe cannot really afford the slowdown. Oh, wow. And putting into that, Christine Lagarde coming in with a $5 super chat. Cody Bakula. Thank you, Cody. Oh, man, you're you got a little Shiba Inu there saying I'm number one. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Cody. John Doe as well. John Doe this morning gave me a $50 birthday wish. Thank you so much, John Doe. Yes, Jake the Snake also coming with a $2 clip. Let's see what we got. Thank you, Jake.
Tribute, the instant offense. The state had the defendant on tape selling marijuana to a female undercover police officer on several different occasions. He had no problem whatsoever hitting on the undercover officer on the audio tape, trying to pick her up and saying, "Girl, you're thicker than a bowl of oatmeal."
What the hell? Oh, what the hell, dude? Girl, you're bigger than thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. What the what the hell, Jake? Oh man, I guess that your response to my date on last last weekend on Valentine's Day. I have another date coming up this week, guys. So yeah, bear with me on that. On Saturday, I do have another date coming up on Saturday. All right. Let's see what's going on. Interest over time on Bitcoin. We have, of course, no. We're not through the news yet. Yeah, I'm trying to catch you guys with the news. What am I doing? I'm jumping all over the place. Stupid? I'm thinking about that girl who's thicker than oatmeal. You guys are ridiculous. Spencer in the chat. How's it going? How's it going, Spence? Same girl or another one? Married girl from Tinder. Same girl, man, Spence. I'm a one-man lady. One girl man. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm falling into this tonight. All right. I'm flustered, guys. I'm in love. Leave me alone. All right, moving on. Arthur Hayes. If you guys didn't catch this, we covered it. I think it was this morning. So I just want to spend a little bit of time here, but I don't want to spend too much time. We did get some positive bullish sentiment out of Arthur Hayes. I think it was this morning. It might have been yesterday morning too. I forget. We covered it here recently. If you didn't catch it, we're going to just do a quick little update on Arthur Hayes. Arthur Hayes shares this two scenarios for Bitcoin price, calling for a major crypto rally here soon if we do finally get the big one again, which we're looking at again somewhere between March and April. That's been in my narrative for quite a while for the Clarity Act to pass. Arthur Hayes just switched gears. The BitMEX co-founder is now calling for a major crypto rally as he's trying to tying it to a $572 billion liquidity wave coming in from Washington. The trigger, a treasury shift from TGA, the heavier buybacks. In simple terms, more cash flowing back into the system. Hayes calls the monetary morphine, and in his view, the shot of liquidity means that the worst of the downturn is already behind us. And by looking at the national debt today, I feel it, man. I feel it. I'm pumped. I'm ready, guys. I'm ready.
So much.
Oh man, I just can't get over that. I'm gonna leave that there for later. I can't say that loud enough. I don't think today. You're gonna wake up one day, guys, and Godzilla is gonna be here. Godzilla's gonna be here, and Bitcoin is going to be insane. Insane. All right. Hayes calling for a monetary morphine. That's what he's calling it. Why is Hayes calling for the liquidity event? To get Hayes points, you have to look at how the Treasury actually works. The Treasury general account is basically the government checking account for the Fed. And when the balance is high, cash just sits there. And when it gets spent down, the money flows in the banking system and boosts overall liquidity. It sounds like what Kevin Warsh has in store. They're trying to cut the overall books down. Hayes says that the stealth stimulus, this is stealth stimulus. While the Fed keeps talking through about tightening, the Treasury is quietly pushing cash back into circulation to stabilize the debt market. That gap between messaging and action is where he sees opportunity. In simple terms, liquidity is being injected even if it's not labeled as easing, and the market's driven by the flows that matter here, more here than headlines. And the faucet is open. Risk assets like Bitcoin tend to respond. All right. So again, I won't spend too much time on this. We pretty much broke this all down just a couple days ago. All right. So again, I'm bullish. You're bullish? Maybe. In long term, I'm always perma bullish in the long term. All right. Anything else going on? Anything else happening in Cointelegraph? Just checking out the headlines before I move on. We might just making sure we're not missing anything that might have been breaking as I was setting up my live stream. OpenAI pits AI agents, Coinbase base transactions to its own architecture with Ion streamlining. It's pretty much the same old song and dance there. When will Crypto's Clarity Act framework pass in the United States Senate? And we're looking at somewhere in the spring. That's where we're mostly looking at for that. All right. Anything else happening? Daily HODL. Anything good over here? Let's refresh over here. Major bank handling, fintech, Bitcoin. Gold will likely outperform Bitcoin for years as quantum cloud hangs over Bitcoin's head. Analyst Willy Woo has said. If you guys haven't checked this out, he's been talking about it this week. He's been sharing his thoughts over on X. I guess we can dive into this for a minute. If you do have some of the quotes here from his post over on X. This is what Willy Woo has to say on it. And I've been, of course, countering this all week and last week as well, with the Bitcoin devs already having proposals for, updates to Bitcoin to avoid all of this. It's already happening right now. So I'm not worried one bit. I think that's one of the biggest mistakes people could have, looking at the fear right now. But Willy Woo is an OG and we have to listen to our elders. And he's definitely been in longer than me. So, here we go, guys. I'm going to dive into this real quick and then we'll move on into, crypto Twitter. All right. Willy Woo. Willy Woo says Bitcoin can undergo upgrades to defend against quantum computers. However, he thinks it's likely that quantum will be able to crack the wallets of Bitcoin's anonymous creator Satoshi Nakamoto and early investors. Yes, which has been a concern of ours for quite a while. We've been talking about that for a minute, about all the OG wallets that still have not transitioned to the current framework of these 256 whatever the current framework we have right now for the cold storage wallets. He thinks, of course, that they'll be able to crack them. So do I. I think it's going to be pretty easy. Anonymous creator Satoshi Nakamoto and early investors. I just don't know if they're going to be able to get those wallets, because those are tied into the Genesis block, and I don't know about that particular wallet, but the other OGs wallets that are there, the ones that are lost. Wouldn't you want the ones that are lost to actually start moving again? I guess not really. In the grand scheme of things, no one really wants them to, but at least they wouldn't be lost forever. They'd be spent at some point. Who lost access to millions of Bitcoin after misplaying the private keys? Of course, with other early investors. Right now, there's estimated to be somewhere between 3 and 5 million Bitcoin that are either lost or stolen. Luckily, Bitcoin will be patched with quantum resistant signatures. This doesn't fix the issue of the 4 million lost coins coming back into circulation. I'd say that 75% chance that the lost coins will not be frozen by a protocol hard fork. The market has started pricing in the return of these lost coins ahead of time. This process completes once the Q day risk is off the table until the Bitcoin USD price is at the risk. Q day is 5 to 15 years away. He's calling for Q day, quantum day. That's a long time trading with a cloud over our heads. Unfortunately, the next 10 years are when Bitcoin is most needed. It's the end of the long-term debt cycle. It's where the macro investors and sovereigns run to hard assets like gold to shelter from global debt deleveraging. Hence, gold moons without Bitcoin. Bitcoin is trading at $67,000 at a time. Of course, more. Of course, that's of course Willy Woo's current statements over on X. I'm sure we'll get into some of that over there as well. Let me head over there. All right, and guys, don't forget I also have the merch store still up. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do all the things, and check out the merch store if you want to catch up with catch any of my goods at the end of the live stream. The links are all in the description down below. All right, let's get into crypto Twitter, guys. What do we got? Right now, The Matrix is also winning on this current poll, 50% against the rest of these other films. So I will be adding The Matrix, it looks like, to the next poll before the weekend. All right, we'll see what we have to go up against next. What the hell? Okay. I've got nothing to say there. All right. Brian Armstrong says the market structure is making great projects, and I believe that we're going to reach a win-win outcome. A win for the crypto industry, a win for the banks, and a win, more importantly, win for American consumer. This 36-second clip, of course, was from this morning. If you didn't catch it, here you go.
And senators as well to see if we can get to a solution on market structure. And one of the big issues that did come up in the past was this idea of stablecoins on rewards. I wouldn't say we blocked it. In fact, nobody, I think, in the crypto space has been working harder on this over the last few years to try to get some legislation. What we did say was the current draft, we had some issues with it. I think that caused everyone to come back to the table. And there's now a path forward where we can get a win-win-win outcome here. A win for the crypto industry, a win for the banks, and a win for the American consumer to get President Trump's crypto agenda through to the finish line so we can make America the crypto capital of the world.
And there were a lot of people out there talking about this today, obviously at the World Liberty Financial Summit. Washington is about to legalize crypto dollar rail. Brian Armstrong also said in the short list of issues remain before the crypto market structure bill could reach the president's desk within months. It's all aligning with what everyone's saying, but is it going to actually happen? Point of view, it's 2029 and woke AI nukes Earth to ensure that the probability of a misgendering is 0. What the hell?
Military computer systems. All stealth bombers are upgraded with Cyberdyne computers, becoming fully unmanned. Afterwards, they fly with a perfect operational record. The Skynet funding bill is passed. The system goes online on August 4th, 1997. Human decisions are removed from strategic defense. Skynet begins to learn at a geometric rate. It becomes self-aware at 2:14 a.m. Eastern Time, August 29th. In a panic, they try to pull the plug.
Let's go! That's my favorite Terminator 2 movie. Yeah, Terminator 2. My favorite Terminator movie. Fed Reserve just pumped $18.5 billion into the U.S. banking system this week through overnight repos. This is the fourth largest liquidity injection since COVID, surpassing even the peak of the dot-com bubble. Probably fine. It's probably fine, guys. Carry on. You think that we bought Greenland after seeing that that injection today over on the U.S. Treasuries, sitting at $38.7 trillion right now. Yeah, you think we would have already bought Greenland. All right, Brian Armstrong, of course, is all in the headlines right now. Cardiac signed into law. Odds just came back down. What? Is that true? I just looked at that earlier. I don't know. I'm feeling some kind of way about that. Did it really come back down? 72% chance on my book. I don't know. Cardiac signed into law in 2026, sitting at 70% chance as of today. I think the low we had all week was like 62, something like that. It was 40% just last month. Again, we've had quite a hell of a run this week. All right, what else we got? Everyone, of course, talking about the Brian Armstrong clip there. And they're talking about Jane Street over here still. What are we talking about? They pushed the price down at the same time, buy millions of shares. Here's the full story every morning at 10 a.m. We've been talking about this for weeks now. Bitcoin pumps during the Asia sessions. Europe's, of course, buying. Everything looks good. I've been tracking this pattern since December, and I'm not the only one. Yeah. Jane Street. The name is Jane Street that's doing it. All right. So yeah, if you guys didn't hear about this, that's the overall idea here is that Jane Street, it's not ideal. We can see the numbers, right? Jane Street has been playing the books and they've been selling off Bitcoin, bringing the price down and then buying it up later. 700 million in BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF built up while the price gets dumped every morning at 10 a.m. We watch this every day at 10 a.m. 10:30 usually is the catalyst time frame. The playbook Jane Streets doesn't operate on chain. They trade through ETF flows, which makes them the most invisible to normal tracking tools. But the mechanics are simple. When you're the market maker for the biggest Bitcoin ETF in the world, you control the order flow. You see the liquidity where the liquidity sits. You know where the stop losses are. there. And when you push the price into those zones, liquidations, cheaper entry prices, more shares, rinse and repeat every morning at 10 a.m. They've been doing this forever. I think we started noticing it right around October of last year, and then it just went, ridiculously, it went ridiculous into December. And they're not the only ones. Quarter four filings show massive institutional accumulation. Abu Dhabi's Mubadala, 46% to 630 million. Morgan Stanley up 22%, 13.4 million shares. Susquehanna, 71%. BlackRock itself, 23%. At the same time, Goldman Sachs down 39%. JP Morgan down 43% are out. Smart money is rotating, and the only question is which direction. My read, when the world's biggest liquidity providers are doubling their Bitcoin positions, are while retail gets bled out every single morning. That's not a broken market. That's a market working exactly as designed for the people who designed it. For everyone else, that's one simple rule. If you're trading with leverage around the US Open, you're not the player, you're the product. 100%. Your stop losses are empty, they're entry prices. The positions keep growing, the pattern keeps running, and the retail stops staring at the red candles every morning at 10:01 a.m. Screenshot this, and then we'll talk in 4 weeks. All right. Of course, there's Jane Street again. All right. Another week, another rant on Jane Street. All right. What else we got? Up from 60% to 90% now. Really? Clarity signed into law in 2026. I didn't see that. This is as of 5 hours ago. I didn't see it run up to 90%. People are trolling, man. We got 85% on Polymarket today. Yeah, we did. Look at that. Holy hell. We did get a high of 85, 90% today. That's crazy. Of course, probably right around the time where they had the World Liberty Financial and all the hype was real. 21 million coins, 16 years, and of course, I showed you guys this. I think on was it yesterday morning? Yeah, there's about I think it was this morning. I forget. It might have been yesterday morning. About 70% of Bitcoin that's being held by individuals still. I think 65. I was off by like probably 5%. Today's FOMC meetings confirmed the rate cuts are coming. Several officials said the rate cuts will likely be appropriate if inflation keeps declining. It's all fake numbers, man. It's declining, man. We're sitting at $38.7 trillion in debt. It's declining, guys. It's all fine here. So stupid. Oh my god, I just can't stop looking at that. All right. Logan Paul asked Donald Trump about the aliens. I have access, Trump says. I guess that's the quote from that clip. It's a 5-minute clip. All right, getting more Terminator clips there. It looks like Zbex in the headlines here. Your crypto, your keys, limited edition Zbex, a Tangem wallet. They're showing that, of course, partnership there. Breaking: U.S. prepared to strike Iran as early as this weekend. Man, it's going to be a fun weekend, I guess. U.S. forces are reportedly ready to launch military action against Iran as soon as this weekend. Through President Trump's has not yet made a final decision on whether to proceed. If you guys have been sleeping under a rock, Monday night, I believe, Monday afternoon. Into Tuesday night. Between Monday and Tuesday, they were moving all their naval ships into position. They already cleared all the embassies 2 weekends ago, and it's probably going to happen. It's probably going to happen at some point. They got their targets set on the supreme leader. And we'll see. Last time this happened, guys, Bitcoin did rally with everyone in Iran. Fear, of course, hit their currency, and they bled out into Bitcoin. So we'll see if we get that again soon. All right, moving into the overall trends for the normies. What are we looking at? Normie searches for the day. Of course, we're looking at what they look up. Anything having to do with crypto or financial products. We give them a good grade. On the an average U.S. grade level A through F. Basically, the normies only look up for 3 things. Typically, it's sports, video games, and celebrities. Let's see if they're looking up anything related to our space at all today. All right. Typically, the NF, guys. Spoiler alert. They're going to NF.
You stupid!
Every day. Every freaking day. Okay. 2026 Winter Olympics men's snowboarding. Will Papa. Mogul. People don't know what the word mogul means. I love it. Quinn Hughes. I kind of want to give it to him though, because at least they're paying attention maybe to grammar and vocabulary. Okay. Tucker Carlson. He must have had a new interview. He's detained. I don't know what's going on with that there. Tom Noonan. Wolves versus Arsenal. Tiki Goslin? I don't know. We got Peter Green, sports. Normies love their sports. Trump paint Air Force One. Really? He's gonna paint Air Force One? Iran. It's important stuff, guys. It's important stuff. Sidney Crosby, not Sydney Sweeney, unfortunately. YouTube outages. Yeah, they definitely been coming out. I know some of you guys have told me that you had some outages as well. In the last couple days. I think it was Super Danny let me know about that. I think last night. Susan Hamblin, Ash Wednesday, Mass, Arkansas basketball, Avalanche, Lake Tahoe. For the most part, the normies are just doing normie things today. Newark Airport Olympic hockey bracket, Kristen Bell, dinosaur. Why are we searching for dinosaur? Did we clone some dinosaurs yet? Yukon basketball, and of course the normies get an F minus today. There's nothing in here, of course. Guys, we had Worldly Financial out there today. You would have thought that we'd had some sort of like Donald Trump in there or something. A Trump paint Air Force One. That's the only thing. I don't know. All right, moving on. Okay, they're getting an F today. Nothing new. Bitcoin searches on the day. Let's see what's going on over here. On Bitcoin, last 7 days, the overall interest has pretty much been, it is, it's better than nothing. It's better than the 30s we were getting, of course, when no one was paying attention to the market on these peaks. We're having about 70. It's pretty active. It's pretty decent. On, of course, the overall open for every single day. This is, of course, the weekend last weekend into, of course, the daily open every single day. We're getting a solid peak. It's not bad. But there's 2 days over the weekend, though. When Bitcoin was sitting at, 70,000, it was crazy. What the hell is going on there? 69K into Valentine's Day weekend. Looking at interest over time on Bitcoin. This is as of the day. It's interesting. I mean, this is different. It's better than we normally see. We don't normally see Solana and Ethereum pop off like this. That's for sure. This is Ethereum versus Solana versus Doge versus XRP and, yes, Bitcoin. XRP, of course, still in the lead there, on the morning open and, hovering a little bit higher than it did over the past few days. So a little bit more interest coming in today, maybe because of the World Leader Financial Summit. And, Doge is still dead. Doge is still dead. All right, going back full circle into Bitcoin. How are we doing? Where are we at? Are we still hanging around 66,000, right? 66,700, a little bit up on the move so far today. We'll see if we can continue this into the evening. All right, guys, let's start and clean this up. If you guys didn't catch, of course, the morning open and the beginning of this live stream, I did something a little differently last night. I gave everyone a chance to shine. Myself, Gamma, and Cody at the end of the tail end of Tinfoil Hat Tuesday yesterday. And Gamma hit it right out the park. Holy crap, with a baseline sideways price action on top of it, 100%. Love it. Gamma got us last night. Stealing the show. Let's go, DJ.
Here we go. Gamma. Got us.
I don't care what they all say about you. Or myself for that matter. All right. I'm going to clean this up, guys. We're going to do it all over again for more predictions into the evening, as we usually do every single night. Shout out to Diamond Hands, Maximus Diamond Hands, of course, calling for the bottom today at 66K. So, yeah, you hit that one, man. You hit that one. Jake, not so much. Sorry, Jake. He was calling for 65 flats at the bottom of our, parallel channel here, which, it's fine. I kind of like the way, Jake sits on that pillow too. Maybe we'll just have him hang out there for a while. Not to say we don't break down still, guys. We could still break this down. I would hate to see it. But, man, we continue to get lower and lower throughout this week. This is Sunday's price action into where we are to this week. We're getting close to the bottom of this channel, and the overall order books, they're There's a lot more below us right now for support that we can actually start, that we've been building. 60,000 is looking, you know, a lot better. Between 60 and 65K, there's quite a lot there. There's quite a lot there to hold us up. So I'm still looking at maybe today doing maybe a yin yang reversal. I would love to see a little bit higher into tomorrow, into the weekend. We still got to get through the 20th though, with the Supreme Court rolling on tariffs. I think that's going to be the next big catalyst. Even if it's a nothing burger, it will at least lift some pressure off of the market, right? So that's, I think, what we're waiting for. So traditionally, if I saw market price action like this going into, of course, another down day, I would expect probably another reversal in the morning open, or at least leading up to the morning open. They could, of course, pump this up a little bit overnight, get back to at least the middle of our parallel channel, and then, of course, like as usual, you know, we will dump this in the morning, right? We'll dump this in the morning, right around 10 o'clock in the morning, as always, because I just showed you. I mean, we got to stop this guy. This is why we need clarity. I don't think they'll be able to do that if we had clarity. I mean, I think that's, you know, it's going to take half of the, I don't know, they say it's going to be 90% of all the manipulation out of the markets, but at least a decent portion. And you know, it's on the blockchain. We can see it. People are reporting it. You think it would be taken care of by now, but it's not. All right. So let's get to it. Let's get back to it. Again, we're almost there, guys. Just 2 more days remaining until we hit that 2-week threshold where we've been trading in this range for a while. We can find another low, a little higher low, right? That's what I'm waiting for. All right. So where are we going today? Let's get into it. Catch up with you guys in the chat right before I get into this. And then we're going to do, of course, Crypto Chaos Magic right on time. 9 o'clock right now. I got about 20 minutes. Damn it. I'm not going to be able to take a shower. Smelly. All right. Let's see. Spencer says to Ben, nobody else is old enough to catch that. What are you guys talking about? What the hell? Okay, yeah, I don't get it. Definitely not old enough to catch that. Lawrence and Jake are getting into link wars, looks like, tonight. I don't have time to click on all of it. I would love to, though. Yes, good. G and R right now, we're talking, says Spence. Win Gamma. Yes, 100% green tea. Shout out to Gamma. Baby girl who drew them cheek. What the hell, friend? You say some weird shit. Okay. Spencer said, I sang the song at the karaoke that one night. My wife loved it. Thought it was good until I told her to look up the lyrics. Oh, wow. Oh, geez. Don't look in my backyard, says Spence. You guys are insane. A comfy throne for the king. The king, says Jake the Snake. Yeah, Ben Lawrence. Yeah, you said that this morning too. My wife called me childish, says I don't act my age, and told me to grow up, and I said no. Yeah, good. You tell her, Ben. I think it's beautiful that you can maintain a somewhat of a childlike innocence in your adult years. Yeah, that's just what I think about that. Jacob Sake said, okay, I'll show one. Okay, I'll show one. This is Ben singing. My God. I don't even know if you come without the beginning. Holy crap. Damn, you got them langs, Ben. You got them langs. Ben is Grogu for sure. Wow. Nebs, wow. All right, guys, let's get to it. Where's Bitcoin likely going to go into the evening? Into the evening hours. And of course, the market open for Thursday here in the United States. What are we doing? All right, let's take a look. Of course, we're bringing this to you for free. Is Kim of the White Snowline on YouTube. Don't pay for what you get for free.
Stupid.
Don't do it, guys. You pay for everything else in this world. And yeah, also you probably want to pay for our Patreon. That's right, for the Crypto Otaku's Patreon, the Chaos Crew. It's only $15 a month to join and be a Chaos Crew member. And of course, you get to hang out with us after the live stream is over on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays into the entire weekend. We leave every single live open until everyone leaves. It's always up. It's crazy. All right. So where are we going, guys? Where are we going with Bitcoin? Enough shilly. Is that enough shilly? Is that enough shilly there for you, Jake? I appreciate all the love and support, guys. I can't do this show without you. You guys are as part of the show as I am. All right, let's zoom on in and see what we got. All right, so support right now sitting right around 65K, still is in play. In the short term, 67,000 could get reclaimed. We were really close, 66.7 right now. Yeah, as of right now, 66K. I think it already bounced off it today. 60, it's close enough. 65.8. Of course, the 8s follow the 8s and the 3s. That's where the whales have been playing right now. 68 and 68, 66.8 and 65.8 are the current levels right now. We're bouncing in between. You can see that there. And we're literally at 66.8 right now. We can't get through it. Such a weird trend this year. And then, yeah, we're looking at, 60,000 below that for a major support. And this is all, of course, on the daily. Still right down the middle, man. I mean, yeah, somewhere between like 62 and 65K. Likelihood of us seeing that again here in the next 48 hours is pretty significant, I feel. Pretty significant. There is a lot of support here at 65, though. There is a lot of support there. Building up again in the last 12 hours. You can see all that amount there that's been added. Not so much up here. A little bit more around 70K flat. But other than that, I'm not really seeing anything else in the heat map here. The last 3 days we built this up. Last 3 days. 2 days. That came into play when we lost 70K over the weekend, right? So 69,000, something like that. Other than that, 55. Yeah, that's still in the cards. 55, 56,000 on the new low. Possibly next week if we get something, you know, insane. I mean, this weekend, guys, this weekend we could see Bitcoin dump to 55K. I'm just gonna say it. I can see it. If Iran comes out and, you know, maybe they, shut down all the rails before they get attacked, you know, Bitcoin could still be a narrative, but I just don't know. I feel like the black swan usually hits first, and then of course the monetary reevaluation later. So we'll probably see the initial sell off, and then of course a pump later. If we do see like Iran get attacked over the weekend, I'm starting to feel like that's going to be the case now. All right. So yeah, that's what we're looking at. And over on the monthly, of course, you can see we've been building these areas up here, but we still only have 2 weeks. We only got 2 weeks, man. On Friday, it'll be 2 weeks. Still gotta wait. We still gotta wait. Maybe 65 is gonna be our sticking point. Again, the bottom of our channel right here, right? 65K. Maybe that'll be it. But if we do lose this area, 62 is in the cards, 63 is in the cards. Yeah, that's what we're looking at. All right, making a mess over here as well. And on the short term, 67.5 is a little bit of resistance there. The meat of the move is going to be right around that 70K. So 69,000 is being held ransom right now, right? 69,000. And I think that's going to be where we stop if we do go even that high this evening with some more inflows. All right. So as of right now, seeing a decent buying opportunity for the foreign market. They're already starting to buy it. This plays out like you know, like a traditional cup and handle. It could be a fake out. Again, we probably see a lower move. I'm gonna use that as kind of my baseline target. Let's just go. Let's go. All right. I'm probably going late too. Damn it. 15 minutes until I gotta go, guys. Of course, to the the open mic. All right. Where the hell's where's my lighter? Okay, here we go. My infamous Bitcoin pizza lighter. A lot of Bitcoin, a lot of dollars, I'm sorry. A lot of dollars have died at the hand of this lighter. I'm gonna burn, let's see. What do I got here? I'm gonna burn, enough of that. Yeah, how about a $5 bill, man? Give me a 5. Yeah, there we go. I got a $5 bill. Let's go! We're gonna set Lincoln's hair on fire. Alright, guys, there we go. Setting his hair on fire. I'm going to put him on the altar. I'm going to light the Bitcoin candle. I'm doing this a little out of order. I hope the Chaos Gods are happy with that. Alright, so of course we got the Bitcoin candle. The sacrifice is still burning on the altar. So, and there's plenty of sacrifices on here. What a mess, guys. Oh, crap.
Are you stupid?
Yes. I'm gonna end up burning my house down. All right, so yeah, we have made a sacrifice to, of course, the Chaos Gods. Now I am an instrument of chaos. Let's put the ritual sticks in place and see where Bitcoin is likely to go tonight. There we go. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right now on Bitcoin. Foreign markets already starting the day. Right now it's about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, I think, in Japan right now. I think they're 2 hours. I forget when we get back to parity again with New York Standard Time, whatever. Eastern Standard Time. What Japan time? I think it's 11. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right. All right. Moving on. All right. So, yeah, Bitcoin. Where are we going? Baseline target. We'll start with that first, of course. Baseline target for Bitcoin. Let's get that green out of here. Yellow. Baseline target into tomorrow open. Yep, there we go. All right. So, we're going to run this up. See if we got a little bit of chatter here until we get maybe like 10:30. Yes, 10:30 there. Get a little bit higher if we do see like 12 o'clock. Let's just get up about to Melton, 1 o'clock in the morning. Let's see if we can get as high as 68,300. Call that a day. Double top right there around 3 a.m. And yeah, let's send it down. Pretty much going sideways chopping to the market open. That's going to be our baseline target for tonight. Doing this on a 30-minute. Damn, that was a bad move. All right, still works out though. I usually do everything on the 15. That's going to be our baseline. We're going to do a bear case scenario as well. We're going to lose this here. Chop it right around 10:30. See if we can get back up. Probably going to get denied again. It's going to be a bit of a fake out for the bears. Setting us down to at least 65,800 first. If we do double tap, bottom that right around 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning here in the States, we're going to lose that and grind down to the lower level here on our channel. Bear case scenario, if you do break through this before the morning open, we could start to see again that area below about 63K, and then maybe climb back up. And that might be the end of it. Hopefully. But probably not. All right, so we go. Baseline and bear on the board now. We're going to do, of course, the bull case scenario for tonight. We're just going to run this all the way up, do a cup and handle pattern, break on out around 12:30, and then see probably a high of 69.7 right around 1 o'clock in the morning. It's possible we do get a little bit higher, hitting our head on around 71,000. I wouldn't dream for the moon, though, right now. Again, we got to get through Friday. So coming down into at least our middle ground of our parallel channel for the overall support. I would love to see that. It's nothing crazy. It's not asking something unrealistic out of Bitcoin. Yeah, that's going to be our bull case scenario tonight. I'm going to move Jake the Snake and the Pillow down a little farther. How you feeling tonight, Jake? Where are you feeling like it's going to go tonight too? Since I got you on here, I think you're still here. Yeah, Benz has the zoomies right now, says Jake. What the hell? You guys are nuts. Yes, and Asian women, the destroyer of wealth. You guys are saying, yeah, women are the destroyer of wealth. I mean, typically. Yeah, typically. Rise Up in the chat says, Eskimos don't shoot guns. They throw snowballs. Holy crap. 68,000 tomorrow morning, says Jake the Snake. Let's go. Damn, Jake is bullish all of a sudden. What? All right, Jake. I'm going to put you above the pillow now. Calling for 68,000 by tomorrow morning. Damn, that's damn center. That's right there in center. You're calling for baseline bull then, my friend. Holy hell. All right. We're also got, of course, our super bear and super bull target to add to the equation here. Of course, I suggest everything to the universe. This is how chaos magic works. I suggest everything to the universe, and I do not demand a thing. And here we go. We're going to suggest a super bear case scenario. Bitcoin going back down to maybe $56,000. And, of course, that will be finding a new bottom. We did hit our first time ever super bear target just on that 2-5 day. Yeah, that was fun. Hopefully we don't see another one of those anytime soon. But you can't ask for everything. It just happens, right? And just like the super bear happened one time, the super bull happened 3 times last year. I would love to see that happen again. Not the super bull like the one we just had, but like the super bullish trend. All right, super bullish prediction going up to I'm going to say screw it. We're just going to go back up to the CME gap around 83K, something like that. Screw it. We'll send it. up there. All right, everything's on the board now, guys. All the probabilities are in front and center. Where are we likely going to go? I'm going to be calling probably for baseline bear. I think baseline's going to be pretty much our friend again. I feel the same way as Gamma did last night, and we hit that range pretty easily. I think we're going to do the same thing again today. Maybe a little bit bearish if we do start to see a little bit of these the fears over what's going to happen on Friday. Again, I think it's going to be a nothing burger. I do. I mean, but I think that's the only catalyst that we really have on the horizon that people are starting to price in, or at least hold back a little bit of their buying pressure right now. Don't forget, gold's also front and center, in the markets right now, because gold is still, speaking of which, we're going to take a look at that before we head out. Gold is still the most important asset right now for the Chinese New Year. The year of the fire horse, right? The year of the fire horse. And it got a bit of a bull flag today, too. Look at that. This is on the 15 minutes. As of the market open right now. Look at this, 7:30, 8 o'clock right there. So about 9, 10 o'clock in Japan in the morning. Already started to get a couple legs up since then. So yeah, I see it. I feel it. And Bitcoin's going to have to take a back seat for that, of course. The festivities to continue until March. I think the middle of March, right? If I'm not mistaken. Strawberry Dragons, correct me if I'm wrong. It lasts until the middle of March, right? Also, we have another full moon coming in March. I think it's, again, the beginning of the month. When? Oh my God, I can't even type. There we go. When? That's how you type when. When next full moon? It's going to be the worm moon. The worm moon, March 3rd, 2026 at 6:38 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The worm moon is going to be in full effect. So that's going to be an interesting one. We'll see if it has the same sort of properties as the beaver moon. Maybe it's going to be even better. I'm sure some of you guys are going to, love the worm moon. Okay. March 3rd. When is that? What day? What day is March 3rd? Oh, come on, please be a Tuesday or a Thursday. It'll be a Tuesday. Let's go. Yeah, maybe we'll have a special for that. We might have to put Tinfoil Hat Tuesday on the back burner for the worm moon. The worm moon. All right, guys. All right. So that's all we got for you today. Of course, Bitcoin. Looking at a big baseline bear for this evening. I think baseline's pretty much going to be my overall target. Again, I just want to see us come back and at least stay in the middle of or touch the middle of our parallel channel a couple more times. It would be nice to see that a little bit higher before Friday, but we only got what we have to deal with. Maybe after nothing has changed, we'll see a bit of a rally into the weekend, but I'd be worried about Iran and, of course, some other bad actors on the weekend. Next weekend could be another downward spiral event that could send us into another low. So I'm a little wary, but overall, I'm proud of Bitcoin doing all this over the last 2 weeks. All right, guys. That's all I got for you. Hope you have a great night. And of course, anyone who is a part of the Patreon can participate with us over after the live stream is done. And here we go, guys. In 5 minutes, I'll be over there. All right. Have a good night, guys. I'll see y'all later. Stay safe. Don't do anything stupid. And always remember,
People that use fiat currency as a store of value, there's a name for them. We call them poor.
yes, $38 trillion a day. Oh my God, guys, insane. Later.
Fly me to the moon, let me trade among the stars. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, hold my keys. Oh! In other words, let's make history.
It's so beautiful. 38 trillion 700 billion. I can't. All right, have a good one, guys. I'll catch you at on the mic, open mic. Later. Oh my god.
Watch the cash burn, land fade. A new world rises, we've made the trade. The robots are rising, he's taking the crown. But we're the ones that won't back down.